Nothing says the start of the gardening season like brand new gardening gloves. These are my absolute favorite. They're technically workers' gloves. They're not gardening gloves, but I find them to be super thick and actually last through a whole gardening season. Hi there, YouTube. This is the first day this year that I've been able to get out into my garden because it's actually 60 degrees outside today. It feels lovely. And there's some containers that I did not clean out last season that I feel like I need to clean out. In particular, raised beds along the side of my home over here, and some containers in the back towards our little patio area. I just left them all season long and they look disgusting, and I want to clean them up while the weather is pretty. There's nothing like having a new pair of gardening gloves. I feel like I can just tackle anything. With some dead cabbages. These planters still need to be cleaned out. Peppers. Huge pot of gomphrena, which is just all gone to seed at this point. Tons of snapdragon, the remnants of our not so good melon. And that. I didn't take out this snapdragon because it's already putting off new shoots, so this one ended up being perennial for me. Nice. And our garlic is still growing in the bed. Looks so much better as a blank slate. And as I'm looking down, I notice some seedlings popping up in the gravel. There are snapdragons popping up everywhere. There's one there, 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 there. They seeded themselves in the rocks. I'm here for it though. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and defoliate all of our climbing and shrub roses because their leaves can harbor over disease and pests from the last growing season. So it's advised to go ahead and defoliate your roses before the beginning of the season. And then normally you prune them. I'm not going to prune this one because it's a climbing rose, but all of my shrub roses I prune down by about 1/3 just to rejuvenate them and also to size check some of them. And this is super easy. All we're going to do is just basically go down the stem and just make sure all the leaves are off of it. Whew, didn't expect that. I'm glad it didn't hit me in my face. Gonna have to re-secure that back to the house. I thought I wasn't gonna have to prune this rose, but there are some skinnier shoots in here. Anything that's thinner than a pencil, you wanna go ahead and remove. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one right here. That'll also help decongest this rose a bit too. You don't want it to be too crowded, as that promotes disease. That looks a lot better. There's one other one that's a little small
back there that I'm gonna go ahead and prune out as well. Just like that. That looks so much better. I'm also going to prune out any branches that are crossing or dead or diseased in these shrubs as well. I now have a hole in my rose pruning gloves. No. Look at this blackberry shrub. It was trying to root and make a whole nother one over here. Now it's time for this large rose bush in the back. I'm going to take it down heavily because it always outgrows its space. It was something that was here when we moved in. The rose garden looks so much better with all the roses pruned back and defoliated. I do need to work on this blackberry bush just a little bit more, pruning out the dead canes in it. But I'm gonna leave that for another day and just finish up the last 2 pots that I have to clear out. It's this very large urn over here and this urn over here. I also really need to trim off a little bit of winter damage on this boxwood right here. It's nice that you can actually see the urn again. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. It was really nice getting outside for the first time this year, but I gotta be honest, it was kind of hard convincing myself to get out. Even though it was super pretty, I've just gotten into that winter lazy habit. Does anybody else relate? Like, is getting out into the garden kind of like a bit of a chore to begin with? Because it is for me when I like first start out. Once I get into like the rhythm of being more active and out, I'm totally more excited about it. But that first time, it took a lot of self-convincing, but I'm so glad that I did because it feels so nice outside and it feels so good to have my areas all cleaned up and ready for the spring gardening season. And I enjoyed being outside so much, and the weather is so pretty tomorrow that I'm actually coming back outside tomorrow to actually start a pretty big project. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're like me and you need like a little bit of self-motivation to get out there in the garden at first. Let me know if you get lazy in the winter time, because I totally become a hibernation creature. Like, I just go inside, eat a bunch of food, and kind of curl up and chill for the entire winter time. And then when it's time to get back out, I'm like, kind of sluggish. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around for whatever video I come up with for next time. Bye, guys.